Good afternoon, Nigerians. This is Lansense Nigeria. In Lansense Nigeria, we bring to you every details you need to know as regards real estate investments and how to secure your real estate investments properly, from documentation to structuring and everything you need to know about securing your property, because securing your property does not end in paying for a land or acquiring the receipts, but also getting a proper documentation and a very strong title without encumbrance. So with me on set today, I have by my left and today I am your anchor, and my name is Joshua Ikechukwu. So, few days ago, the Enugu State Government, through the Office of the Surveyor General, has approved 45 additional layouts for revalidation and digitalization under the ongoing Survey Records Digitization Programme, bringing it to a total of 150 across the state. So, what does it mean to revalidate your land? So, we are going to be discussing this topic today, and I'm going to be asking my fellow panelists today what it means to revalidate your land, and then we are going to see the importance and why you should revalidate your land, and we are going to take you through the process to revalidate your land. So I'm going to be asking, what do you understand by land revalidation?
Okay, in my own understanding, land revalidation is, a legal administrative process whereby the government helps you to, reconfirm, revalidate, to confirm again about, a land that you've purchased. This revalidation helps the landowners to, to have a confirmed mind, knowing that their land is no longer at risk, having a reconfirmation of the process of their lands and their documentation. So it really helps landowners to have, this confirmation and strong view, knowing that their land is not at risk.
Okay, okay. So that means for those who have a shaky land titles, you might have a shaky land title and you will not know. So this is an opportunity for you to go and revalidate your land documents. So that is what you're talking about, right?
Of course, very
So,
important.
so if you want to secure your land, secure your land title or documentation, this is an opportunity by the Enugu State Government to go and revalidate your land, because maybe when you bought your land, you did not do the proper documentation. Maybe you thought you did, but you did not do it. So this is an opportunity for you to do it. But then, what are the other importance of doing this land validation, revalidation, if I may say? Because probably, maybe when somebody bought his land, is fully, or he or she followed the due process, there is no need to revalidate your land. So why is the government calling to revalidate the land? It's possible that maybe somebody did the proper thing that is supposed to do there, but this one the government is calling to revalidate it. What are the other importance? Why should someone go and revalidate their land? So, Amara, what do you think?
I think the importance of this revalidation is there are many importance to it.
Okay.
There are locations that have multiple allocation. There are locations, you know how it is. Some locations are being sold and sold to several people, and several people get allocations on that particular property. So, but with this validation, you will be able to rectify if it is just you that have that property, or if there are other people contending that property with you. So it also prevents all these encumbrances, encroachment on people's property, and you your own self, you'll be sure that this property is in my name and it is mine. It strengthens your ownership as the owner of the property. In all the titles, you'll be sure in every legal paper that is required to secure your property, you'll be sure it is mine and mine alone.
Okay. So that means you're saying the land revalidation process helps to reduce the land scams
Exactly.
for those that will sell a property and then resell.
Mm.
Okay. So that means it updates the outdated records and then protects against maybe revocation, or maybe ensures smooth transfer or sale. Okay, that is very good. But then this thing doesn't come for free. If you ask me, if it doesn't come for free, the government are not going to revalidate your land for you for free. So um should one do it once you know that your land is you bought your land the proper way? Wolf, what do you think?
You know, in my own opinion, I don't think there is any need for all this. You understand? What I think is the government just come up with anything, you understand, just to take money from people. Because once you acquire your land and you have your C of O and you have the necessary documents, and we all know that the C of O of a land, it has a lifespan. You understand? And when it has not expired, what are you revalidating? That is why we always tell our clients to do due diligence, you understand, in acquiring land. And you know, you have trusted clients, you understand, where you acquire your land, and then you know that these clients cannot give you land that have multiple owners. They have not allocated it to multiple people, you understand. So what, you know, you trust your buyer. So why, what's the essence of this thing? Can cost up to like ₦1 million for each plot of land, you understand, or thereabout. And let's say you have varieties of properties, landed properties, and you are revalidating all of them. You are just dashing the government money, because me and you know that nobody is coming for that land. You understand? So why exactly? It's of no use to me, because you have your documents, you know that you got it from the right source. So nobody is coming for you. To me, it is absolute useless.
Are you sure?
What else am I going to be sure about?
Now, Enugu State Government just introduced the NGs to, also help validate and then digitalize land ownership, right? So I think it's very important, because let's say you, for example, now you have a land and you want to sell, and then this is the law, because we all know that all land belongs to
The
the
government.
government, except you do not want a situation of you are a fool and not a fool, right? Because all land belongs to the government, and then if the government has the authority to come and revoke your land, I think it's better to follow the government directive.
I can tell you in all honesty that this revalidation will not stop the government from revoking a land from you. It will not stop them. That this, what I'm telling you, is the honest facts.
But let me come in. In this case, it's not just about them taking your land from you. It's about the fact that they can actually compensate you in case they want to do anything. You can bring your documents that this is my property, I have the right to this. And even if they want to use the property for any governmental purposes, they can give you a compensation. But if there is no revalidation of that, they can do away with anything they want.
Okay, does it mean that because every document comes from the government, right? The certificate of ownership that I have and everything, the deeds and everything that I have, it all came from the government. You understand? I did my due diligence and acquired a property, right? And I got the documents, which I believe it's coming from the government. Now, this revalidation now, does it make the documents I have, does it invalidate the documents I have already? You understand? Because it's also from the government. When I am sure that I don't have a land dispute, nobody has ever come to drag my land with me. I'm doing everything, nothing, no problem, no issues at all at all. You understand? What is now the essence of going there? Because I'm very sure that I don't have anybody that I'm dragging my land with, and I'm very sure that the land is registered in the government. So anytime the government also wants to use my land, they have to contact me or tell us. I will bring my document. Every right compensation should come to me. It is not the revalidation that will validate the compensation I will have to get.
Okay, let me say, a rule is not meant for just one person. There are people that probably have had this issue. It has become a steady occurrence. And I believe that was why the government came up with this policy,
As a
this scheme,
solution.
so that they will resolve it. That was why I said a law is not made for just one person. The best thing for you to do is, if a government say follow this protocol to get to this destination, follow that protocol.
After all, the land belongs to
You
them.
might actually hate the game, but you just have to play it to be safe.
Yeah, safety
What if I
first.
don't have the money?
What if you don't have the money?
Yes,
Have you
because I
have you
might
have
have,
you
I might.
have you even commenced
The
the process
process.
in the first place? Because let me tell you, I believe once you go to the office, you start the process. The money for the startup money, it shouldn't be
An
much.
issue.
Yeah,
That's what you think.
it's in process that you have started. I think it's 100,000. You've started.
When you have up to 30 landed properties
Mm-hmm.
and you must revalidate all of them.
We have time frame. Oh. They did not say we validate it this week or next month or next 2 months. We have time
Well,
frame till
well
31st of
actually,
December.
yes, that 1st of December is actually is actually
By the corner.
by the
But
corner.
then the
And
news did not come up today.
no, like, okay, this one we are discussing today, right? That the Enugu State Government just added 45 layouts to the already existing layout they have mapped out for revalidation, so making it 150. So some of these layouts that were included, we are going to list them out. So let's say, okay, like I can remember pocket layouts, and then uh, Thinkers Corner are part of those layouts that are added. So let's say if it affects you, and then you don't have the money, let me stand with him. If you don't have the money, what next? What should you do? Because after all, one of the importance that we are missing in this thing, in this land revalidation, I think, is the way of generating revenue for the government. It's a way for the government to
Yes, you
make
are
money.
just giving the
So
government
if you do
money.
not have money to revalidate your land, what happens?
In as much as is giving money to the government doesn't mean that others are not having issues. Now, one landowner may not be having issues when it comes because of the validity and the trust he has for the property. That doesn't mean others don't have. Just like Amara told us, there are so many clients that are reselling lands. So what if you are reselling land to someone and you are not even sure about that? This is where you have to bring up the matter of revalidation. That doesn't mean that everybody is has problem, but if you are not sure of something, be
That
sure that
is
it's
that
better
is
to just go there
that
to be
is
sure
where
first.
that is where I'm saying, this thing should not be a compulsory something.
Something.
You understand? It should be a thing of, I own a property and I'm not sure.
No, I disagree with you.
I am not sure, and I want to go and revalidate this land, this property, and make sure that I am the sole owner of this land, and make sure that I am secured. If I am secured already,
How do you
maybe
know you're
maybe
secure?
how I'm secured is that I might probably be working on the land. I might probably have a project going on the land, and maybe for over 10 years I have owned this land. I don't have any dispute. I don't What they are trying to tell you is that even the owner of this land that we are here now will go and revalidate this land, and this property has been on this land for years, and he has not had any. If you When you know that you have a dispute on a land, go and pour sand on that land.
What
You
about
Let
understand?
empty
me
lands?
let me
If you are not sure, if you own an empty land and you are not sure, it's on you to go and dash the government money.
let me
That is my
correct.
own view on this.
Okay, your view is valid, but then let us correct something. Amara said something, that the law is not meant for one person, right?
Yeah.
There are some people that have been a victim of land scam, right? So, in order to protect them, in order to avoid land scam, that was why the government brought out this um,
NGs.
measures to reduce land scam. Because one of the importance that this revalidation do is that it re-authenticates your land, so that if you want to sell it in the future, at least whoever is buying it will have a strong
Conviction.
conviction that the land is genuine. Mind you, that when you revalidate your land, you are going to receive a digital survey plan.
Documentations.
You understand? So meaning that if somebody is going to search, maybe wants to sell your land, and then somebody wants to go to search, and then the person goes to NGs, for example, it will be easier
Sorry, you don't
to.
even need to go to NGs. You log to their site, type the plot number, and it will bring out every detail about that property.
So you see, now if you not revalidate your land now, and then you want to sell it, and somebody goes to NGs,
Online to
and then
search
say,
it.
and then you didn't see it, you see, and then you also stand the risk. I think if you not revalidate your land, maybe some people, who knows, they'll say, okay, this person has not revalidated his land. The person may, If the person can forge the document and go and then revalidate it, and then you claim your land. So I
Especially
think
communities.
it's better you revalidate your land to be on the safer side. And one other advantage I think it will give you is that it will give you a very strong legal backing. Maybe you want to take a loan, because with what is happening now, land revocation going on happening here and there now, even to if you want to take a loan from the bank, even with your C of O that is not revalidated, that is not re-authenticated, you cannot take a loan. So you need to revalidate it, so that if anything happens, you want to take a loan tomorrow, at least when you show them that yes, your land is authenticated with the government. Because all land, whether you like it or not, all land belongs to the government. All land belongs to the government. That is why the minister can come out tomorrow and revoke your land, because there might be one or two things you have not done. But you might be feeling that, yeah, I have my C of O. But then what the government says you should do, you have not done it. You understand? So you need to do it.
In as much as it's not mandatory, it is very, very essential. Like when
Is
you
it not
have it,
mandatory? I think
It's
I think it
mandatory.
is.
It's mandatory.
Mandatory.
I think it is.
Yes, it is mandatory.
And it's not all location. Let's not.
Yes, it's not all location. I think some of the locations that are affected, we have the New Haven layout, Tinkers Corner, Achara layout, Maryland, Elite Estates, Mponkiti. In fact, we are going to list them in this video so that you just see, so that you know if it affects you. But then the next question I want to ask, right? Amara, you have done this process for one of your clients in the past. So can you take us, like, what is it that difficult to do this thing?
It's not difficult. All you need to do is pay 100,000. That
Okay.
is the first step. But meanwhile,
Is that all the payments?
It depends how many plots and your location. They check by your location
Okay.
where you have properties.
Okay.
And before you in the process of it, you have to do your tax clearance.
Wow.
make sure you are not owing the government.
Exactly, you have to do your tax clearance, and without your tax clearance, you can't be able to forge ahead in doing it. So at the
Wow.
point, you have to present your tax clearance.
Wow.
I think people will have to take
That's
that.
what
I'm still right anyways. They,
Wow.
they just want our money. Wow. The government just want our money.